Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I just unboxed the Nintendo Switch 2, and now we're going to do a visual comparison between the two and see how the technology has progressed. And I also just want to take a moment to really appreciate and understand how much of a miracle this is and how we've constructed this out of essentially nothingness. I mean, we've taken plastics and metals and glass from various raw materials and constructed these amazing marvels. So really take a moment to really understand and appreciate how incredibly complex these gaming systems are and how much of a gift from God it is that we have the intelligence and capacity to make something like this, and especially to see how the technology itself progresses over time. And this isn't going to be a internal evaluation of the console because that spec's already available online at various other places. So we're just going to look at a visual understanding of the consoles themselves. And right off the bat, we'll just go and look and see how much bigger the new one is. It's substantially larger in terms of the Joy-Cons themselves and of the screen itself versus the original. And you can do this side by side with the new one there and the old one there, in case you didn't know, if it isn't already obvious. And also another difference between the two is the Joy-Cons themselves and how they attach. So for this one, you gotta slide it on originally, right? That's what we've all gotten accustomed to. But now, with the new one, it's a magnetic lock. So it's a bit difficult for me to do it one-handed, but we're gonna figure out how to do the release together because I just got it. Okay, so I just figured out how to do it. So there's a latch on the back right here that allows you to undo it. So it attaches magnetically, but to release it, you have to actually press the side button here. But when you reattach it, it's magnetic, and it just slips in like that, and you can hear the click. Another visual comparison and difference is obviously the dock itself is going to be larger, but see how it's rounded on the edges and on the sides, and the original is more of a cube shape. And you also got a difference in the back of it as well. This is more of a flimsy slide latch on the side and the back, but you have still the same hookups. Because if you go over here, you don't have the same latching, like open space. It's more of a closed unit. And let's see how we open it. We do it like that. Okay. So see, it's no latched part. So I think that they did that so there wasn't more of a piece to break. But still, you have the same sort of connections, but they're more enclosed and less visible, less of a gap. Another difference is you've got the bumpers for the Joy-Cons themselves. And because these are larger and magnetic, and they've got a magnetic connection as opposed to the old system, it looks like they went more minimalist with this one because it's more like a strip of plastic as opposed to an actual protective bumper or anything like that. Because the old one was, thick. Like this was a thick boy right here, and it would just slide in. But these have an actual, like, pointed bit, so that's how it connects magnetically in there and inserts. So obviously they decided to make it just a clear-cut design. And you also have a difference in terms of the Joy-Con grip itself. So this is the original Switch grip, and you can see that there's a rounded edge, thicker like that. But with the new rendition, it's more like halved, and you can see that the interior portion is thicker than the old one. And you also have a visual difference too. There's the color coding, which wasn't present on the original. And then you got a thicker bottom part here, but it's just halved on the side. Yeah, visually that is a solid overview of how the two systems differ. And I hope you liked the video, and if you do, subscribe and stay tuned for more. I'm going to be doing daily videos as much as I can. I'm going to do a variety of different things, from travel to just words of wisdom to whatever I think is applicable for today. But most importantly of all, this channel is centered on exploring the wonders and miracles of life that God has given us. So thank you, O Lord. Thank you, Jesus, and I hope everyone has a good day. See you soon.